online. For anybody who's here, oh my gosh, I see so many people. Wow! Wow! Get a beer. Everybody get some beer. Anyway, I don't drink beer. Yeah, but get a beer. There are really beers to be had. So tonight, Chicago Comedy Hour, we have a killer lineup, and I'm wearing guinea pig socks. This is real.
What's on your back?
Oh, and guys, this is theme night. Thank you. Let's take a little foray over to the bar quickly. I like your 1Z. Yeah. Oh God. And like any great joke, mine needs a really big explanation. So yay! If you like French painting, it will be obvious. If you don't, I'll explain it quickly. Have you ever seen the image of it's like a smoking pipe?
Yes.
Yeah. And then underneath in French, it's written, "This is not a pipe." Yeah, that joke would work if I were wearing an actual onesie, but I'm not. But you know, this is not a onesie, and it's actually literally not a onesie. So thank you, everyone. Killing it. We are just killing it tonight. Woo! All right, so we're gonna get the evening started with some Too Proud. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Woo! All right, let's put our hands together for just to work. Boy!
Oh my God! Hello, we're just two work boys. We're stopped working, but we're still work boys because we never stop working. 24/7, all day, every day.
JTL, money every day. So, it's been a long time since Vince and I have performed together. We used to perform all the time, and I'm really happy about this moment.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very excited. When was the last time? Last time we met in the Improv Octagon.
I don't know, like 6 months ago, man.
I think it might be longer, I gotta be honest with you.
Alright, cool. Now that you guys got out of all that,
Catching up.
can I get a suggestion of anything and I'll get started?
Walrus.
Walrus?
Walrus.
Yeah, so this walrus, I actually come to it all the time. Babe, okay, get over here. What, you're afraid of a walrus?
It's a live animal, David.
Hey, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's 6 inches of stainless steel between us and that terrifying beast that is so adorable this season.
It's very cute. You're right. It is very cute.
You know, it's also cute.
You.
That's what I was about to say. I was gonna say that to you, Danielle. Don't take my lines from me.
Okay. Let's just forget it.
I just you know that I like those one-liners. And when you come in hot with those one-liners ahead of me, it makes me feel small.
Okay. We'll just set you up for another one.
Thanks, man. You know what? I can't even remember. Stop touching me. I forgot what I was saying earlier. I totally lost myself in the walrus cage again.
Hey, breathe in. Okay, no, I didn't tell you to breathe out, and you know that I like to be in control.
Just I totally took that moment from you.
Let's just try and be present and try and recognize when we're stepping on each other's toes.
I thought you had more to say, so I was letting you control that moment.
No,
so I just
didn't.
waited a little longer because I don't know anything about mindfulness because that's what we were doing, right?
We were being very mindful.
Good. All right.
But you know who's super mindful?
Are you setting me up?
Yeah.
You are.
I guess that I didn't think about it. It doesn't work because you would have to say me. Third day jitters.
I know, right?
I'm just I'm trying to figure it out.
Right? Are we gonna fuck at the end of this date?
That's what I want to know.
I want to know because we haven't smooched yet. And I wonder if we're gonna smooch just to sex.
You
going there?
Honestly, I think we could.
I mean, we've discussed it, so it's going to be weird when we get started no matter what. It's going to be that moment where I'm going to say, it's happening.
Do we just skip it? Do we just skip the kiss and just go directly? directly into
The more we talk about it, the worse it's gonna be. So
let's talk about something else. Let's try and
well, I just like missionary to start off with, like just to get that out of the way. Like if I'm going to start having sex with someone, it's mish first.
Okay.
I lean into missionary first.
I don't know if you can lean into missionary. It's pretty.
I mean, I have a weak upper body, so I'm leaning the whole time.
Ow! This guy, right? This guy.
I'm not joking. My upper body's very soft, tender. There's gonna be a lot of breathing in your ear in an unsexy way. And it's just gonna be huffing and puffing on top of you.
Wow. Okay. Well, why do we start with that? Why don't we try something different?
What do you mean we've never had sex before?
No, I mean from what you usually do.
Well, I like what I do. That's why I do it.
It seems like it's a very uncomfortable experience for both you and
look
your
at those
partner.
walruses.
Oh wow, yeah, they're going at it.
That's what I do. Just huff and puff.
Oh, do you make that noise?
I try.
That just doesn't look comfortable for anybody. Now let's think about this. Okay, what if one of the walruses were to just lay back, right on
That's
his
unnatural.
back.
That position would be completely unnatural.
For who?
It's a mind-changing face I'm making. That's the face I make when I change my mind about something. When I'm presented with new evidence, because I like to consider myself a healthy intellectual, that when presented with new evidence, I change my mind.
And while you were changing your mind, you missed a nice setup.
You set me up?
I did.
Well, what was it for everyone else here? Because, I mean, I can tell that couple has been listening to our conversation the entire time.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna fuck. What do you want? We're gonna do it here.
Well, I'm gonna fuck.
Here?
Huh?
Here? Right here? Right now?
You're disgusting.
What?
Sorry, we're not gonna fuck most likely now. This person is a heathen.
I'm very sorry. My mother was a demon, and my father, I don't know, wasn't around.
Really, my dad wasn't around either.
What?
What? Mind change.
You know who's really hot right now?
Are you setting me up?
I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore.
This dynamic is fucked, alright? Let's just call it quits before we get down the line and we realize that we're not right for each other.
How can we know we're not right for each other if I hadn't had the opportunity for you to flop all over me? Because it sounds like that's what you do.
Flop is too much movement. That's what I do.
So then it's more of like a soak.
Told you.
Oh.
Very weak. I'm a weak man.
Oh. I don't think we're gonna have sex anymore.
People like it. I see your judgment faces, but I get very positive reviews. I get the red chili pepper next to my name on RateMyProfessor.com a lot, so I think people like it. I fuck my students.
Yeah. I don't know if you fuck anybody technically.
No, I'm not done with that burn. I want to fight back against that burn. Yeah. All right. Fuck, I got nothing.
Yeah, Professor Xavier! It's me, dude! I'm the new X-Men! Check it out. I feel like my eyes blink really fast.
Ugh. Get Storm in here. Get
What?
Storm in here.
Like, what?
Get Storm in here right
I'm not
now.
gonna hurt you.
Get Storm in here.
Look, you can stop it with your mind.
Storm needs to be chewed out over this. Get Storm in here.
Okay, fine, I'll go get her. Hi, Professor.
What was that mutant? I didn't find them in my metal chamber that Magneto built for me.
Oh, that?
You know the name of it.
It's such a silly name. We don't have to say it.
This is so sad.
Oh, Cicero. Nope, that's not it.
Cerebro.
Cerebro. I'm very sorry about that. Anyways, that is my nephew. Blink.
Oh.
Name TBD.
Oh, I was so harsh on him. I didn't
Oh, no,
realize
no,
he was
no.
family.
He's my family, not yours. You be as harsh as you want.
That's gonna be a bad X-Man. What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna send him out? Huh? You control the weather, I control minds. We're gonna send that little Blink out for what, Storm?
I hadn't thought it through. Okay, look, my sister was just like, can you take Johnny for the weekend? And I said, yeah, and then a terrible car accident happened and now I'm stuck with him.
Your sister's dead. You didn't know. Oh no! Oh my God! Oh, I'm so
It's
sorry.
not funny. I know I'm laughing, but it's not funny.
You never liked
No.
her? Oh,
God.
Jesus
It's
Christ!
not funny.
Oh my God! You feel that guilty that you're taking in Blink? He never had an actual name. You just call him Blink. You don't know.
Okay, actually, that one good read, because I don't.
Good read.
Good read on that one.
Wow! Thanks for the compliment about my only skill. I sit around here. Good read. All right.
He's such a dick about this.
Because I haven't stood up in 30 years, I'm allowed to get a little mad every once in a while. Oh, everyone's happy to see Xavier all calm and shit. Oh my God, I just killed 2 people. You know what that's like? You can't get mad without killing people.
Oh no, I don't know that. Me, Miss, I control the weather and I make storms and lightning when I'm angry. I don't know what it's like to kill people when I'm angry. God damn it.
It's not just, you don't know that you killed someone right now. You don't have that
I
capability.
am 100% certain.
You just assume.
Turn the news on.
No, I haven't watched TV in so long. I like trying to guess. I'm so bored in this damn office. I tried to get Beast to build me a chair that floated off the ground. And you know what he did? He hung from the ceiling and he laughed at me. It was funny.
I don't understand. Look, just okay. I'm done. I'm not gonna do this. This is bad for my health. I can feel my blood pressure rising.
Storm's not gonna do it?
Yes,
Storm's not gonna have a day with Professor X?
You?
Because you brought in an orphan who has no powers.
Whoa. Time out. Now, if this isn't the kettle calling the pot black, I don't know what is. Miss brought in an orphan into your home who turned out to be a supervillain.
It's not turned out. She was a super, like, she has powers and she's questionably good. Like, review the comics, it's confusing as to whether she's good or bad.
Wait.
Like, oh, you don't have that power.
Oh, she's bad. I told you.
Fuck you, Storm! I'll fuck you up! Oh, God, thank you.
Alright, let's give it up for just 2 work boys! Alright, the first one with the walrus made me think about how couples have trouble communicating clearly about things they want or think or whatever, and it put me in mind of this week is the 1-year anniversary with my boyfriend.
Yeah,
so,
that one out between
yeah.
you.
We're great,
You're
except
communicating well?
we communicated brilliantly in that I thought our anniversary was a different day than he thought it was.
Whoa.
So I just want to, this is like a PSA, just ask, what you think the beginning of your relationship actually was, and you might learn something. So we've decided instead of a particular day, we're going to have a week.
Yeah.
Because that makes
there you
more
go.
sense, right? Yeah, so, yes.
Who thought the anniversary was earlier than the other person?
Okay, I thought it was the later date,
I was like,
but
you
an
thought you were
earlier
dating
event.
Before.
Yeah, I had already made up my mind
Recess
before he
power.
has. I called it, is what I'm saying. So anyway, Enjoy.
Like the
So
Dave
next
Deep.
up, we've got a great stand-up for you. Woo! Let's give it up for Jay Bliss.
Thank you. I also didn't bring a onesie, but I'm going to talk about puberty, so it's like a close second. I'm going to try a callback. Probably shouldn't have said that. But, you know, like the X-Men, I also went through some pretty rough changes during puberty. And I'm surprised more people don't talk about it. Like, you hear people talking about childhood, but I feel like my transporter brain transported me from, like, childhood, wondering why my Barbies were naked, to kind of, like, premeditating that. Like, maybe role-playing with them a little beforehand, knowing where those clothes end up. One on the ceiling fan. To having a pillow as a boyfriend, to doing the same thing, but, like, worrying about the lack of consent. And, you know, doing the same thing with my tub faucet. That grippy mat that goes over the side of the tub faucet. Good handle. Myself in a midnight episode of Frasier, which was like the original version of Netflix and chilling with yourself. So if you couldn't imagine already, I was really excited for sex education. You know, they talk about how kids who are talking about sex a lot aren't doing it. I was really excited to talk about it. That's correct. Unfortunately, I came from a small town where we taught abstinence only. Oof. But I was like still super excited. It was actually kind of cool. Because I was ready for all the loopholes. Soak. Callback.
Yeah.
Just the tip. Don't frown, just go down. Butt sex. Or something clever. But also, like, as a puberty-ridden teen, I also was a hypochondriac, and I convinced myself I had a hemorrhoid. So I guess it would kind of be like period sex, maybe it just tastes a little different.
Yeah.
I'm reeling you in. So we had this teacher that would come in once a week, a Christian counselor, or a Jesus is your cock block counselor. And it was really confusing because she wanted her lessons were supposed to be revolved around how your the value of your body diminishes, you know, after that first ride through the drive-thru. But she'd like kind of send mixed messages. Like she'd like throw frisbees at you that said sex was not a game. Like right on the top. And in general, I know I just heard what I wanted to hear. She came in one time, my favorite lesson, my all-time favorite lesson, we'll never forget it. She came in, she unwrapped this large peppermint patty and took this like massive bite out of it, but instead of swallowing it, just chewed it. Just like chewed and kept on chewing, and then she spit it up and was like, now who wants a bite? I thought she meant just swallow. Or, I guess I just needed to be closer. We're going places. So she came in one day with this roll of tape, and she took a piece off and stuck it to some boy, ripped it off, and then tried to stick it to another boy. And it wasn't as sticky. So, you know, she was just saying, like, your stickiness kind of decreases after that first sticky person. I thought she meant shave. I showed up to high school bald as a cue. I can't blame her for the lessons she taught. I think she was just kind of deprived from not, like, enjoying those loopholes she could have had. Maybe with, like, a fellow woman loophole. And, you know those people who, like, you look at and you think, man, they would be just so happy if they came out of the closet. But they're, like, so stuck in the closet they still have mortgage payments in Narnia. And, you know, like, luckily there's those other people where you go over to your friend's house, apartment, and they'll have clothes all over their room and you're mad at first, but then you realize they're just so gay and they promise they never go back to the closet. I like to think of myself as an in-betweener. Like, I put up my clothes and I'm only paying rent. Unrelated to, seeing me or someone else naked, I'm working on transitions. I'm working on losing some weight, which is really hard to tell right now because it's like the first time you've seen me. But I lost a little bit. I lost about 10 pounds, and it's really hard for me. You don't need it.
That's good.
Anybody else working on themselves? I mean, all 50 of you. Pretty accepting of yourselves. I don't think any one of you would have PBR if you were slimming down. But in college, I had this kind of problem too, and I didn't ever realize it. Like, I ripped 3 pairs of pants in one semester, and I just thought, guess my jeans can't restrain my inner goddess anymore. I mean, true. But like, now I kind of have to be more realistic because, my jeans aren't attached to someone else's credit card. So I need to work on motivation to get myself in shape, and I've come up with like the perfect plan, which I kind of wanted to do anyways, but I'm planning to donate my body to the human body exhibit if I reach my goal weight. Have you guys ever heard about that Museum of Bodies?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like they can pose your corpse riding a horse or doing something athletic, but I just kind of want to be like that hot bod, like poised like a Forever 21 model, maybe spark a fetish. Maybe have some people feeling really guilty about what they wanted to see. But like more importantly, if I don't reach my goal weight, I'm gonna donate my body to the murder farm, which I don't know if you know what that is, but it's bodies like strewn across the forest, kind of help students measure the decaying process of bodies. They also use it to train cadaver dogs to be a little less naive. So I have like a solid 6 years, I think, before I really have to worry about any of that. So like it's either or right now, but it's funny because I think my family kind of noticed that I was struggling before I did. Last Christmas, well, 2 Christmases ago, they gave me a picture of a Fitbit. Yeah, just a picture of a Fitbit. And last Christmas they got more serious and gave me a Fitbit. So they meant business. And I'm trying to figure it out. I can't tell if my resting heart rate is 90 or I'm just wearing it too tight. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up in the body museum, so I think it might just clash with the aesthetics. And I think that's my time.
Thanks so much. The thing that I thought of while listening to that was my own run-in with what I would call churchiness. And when I was growing up, I went to summer camps that were church camps. And the thing that I remember most is, I don't even know at what point it happened, but it happened nonetheless. It was me listening to these people talk about premarital sex, and the way that they described it is when you finally get married, you're getting married to every single person that whoever you're marrying has slept with, and they're marrying every single person that you've slept with. And so it was just, and they like didn't even just use their words to illustrate this, they had like everybody like stand up and then like get in these lines, and then everybody was just like, yeah. And honestly, that image is pretty good abstinence education. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, whatever. Let's not focus on those things. All right, let's give it up. We have another group. Let's give it up for Space Pony.
We are Space Pony.
Western.
All we need to get started is one word suggestion.
Tuxedo.
Tuxedo, thank you. Yep. There you go.
How do I look, Dad?
I've seen you worse. It'll do.
Will do. I'm really nervous. You know, first dance.
Yeah. You know, you only got one of those. It's all downhill from here.
Listen to your father, sweetie.
I'm only 14, Dad. That's kind of bleak outlook on my future.
Listen, I know you think it's getting better, but I peaked at 13 actually. So you're doing pretty good.
You did. Downhill from 13.
So what made you stay with him?
I mean, when he was 13. Maybe one day I'll show you the video, but it was impressive. He could do when he
I could dance real good, because that's what the video is of. It's me dancing as a 13-year-old.
Yeah, but then there's the second part of the video
That's right.
where we have sex. Maybe for your 18th birthday, we'll show you.
You mean it?
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll see how the next few years go.
What?
Wow, these penguins are more majestic in their natural habitat than I ever could have imagined.
Why, yes, old sport.
I kind of thought they would be bigger, to be honest, but they're so classy.
Yes. I'm glad you're enjoying the trip.
I have to say, Doctor, I'm honored that I'm in the presence of the foremost penguin researcher. It means a lot.
You know, there are 3 things in life you need to learn if you want to be serious about studying penguins.
Okay, 3 penguin-specific facts.
Yes.
Hit me.
1. Don't ever be surprised by the look in a penguin's eyes as it's dying.
Oh no! Wow, here I thought the world of penguins was all roses. Death exists for them too, huh?
Penguins tend to die way more frequently than you might assume.
Is this the second fact, or is this still...
No, this is just continuation from the first rule.
I understand.
You see, they're war. Penguins are like gangsters. They run in little schools, and they are always at battle with each other. You know, they can strangle each other.
With their fins. With those tiny little fins.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You know, the other thing, penguins are cannibals. They only eat each other.
You're kidding.
That's right.
Wow.
You heard it here first. No one else knows it. What?
This dissertation is shit. I need some proof.
What's wrong with the dissertation? It's like 2 scrolls. You see?
No, I saw it, I read through it, and it's shit. You gave me 2 things. One of them is questionable at best. There's been no evidence to suggest penguins eat penguins.
Why, I'm an Oxford man. How dare you question my authority?
Well,
Look at my plaques.
no, I see your plaques. But
Did you see I'm smoking a pipe right now?
I'm not questioning your qualifications.
See my mustache?
Looking like a professor.
My top hat?
I see your top hat. I see your spats. That's what they're called. It's all there. Your sweater vest is very impressive.
Thank you.
But what you're writing about, I'm just not buying it.
Look here, old boy. I studied in Antarctica 4 on 9 years. I have pictures to prove it. I'm gonna have my wife call you. Because she was there.
Your wife.
What's your phone number?
That seems like there's some bias there with your wife.
Well, She saw it. You can't. In the
Penguins eating other penguins.
In the court of law, nothing is more important than an eyewitness.
I thought that's where like a lot of hearsay comes into play there.
I heard you doubted my husband.
Just certain aspects of this paper seemed a little far-fetched.
Far-fetched? Oh, you should know something about us. We're an academic people.
Look, I could tell by your voice, you're very academic, but
We're academic as hell. We got all kinds of degrees between the two of us. And if you question my husband's credentials one more time, we're gonna write all kinds of theses all over your ass.
no, look, I was just merely pointing out. I find it hard to believe that penguins eat other penguins.
I bet your tassel is still on the left side of your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was a burn. I understood it. No, it is on my right side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta say, I mean, you've been great. The students love you.
You mean it?
Yeah.
So,
I
do
mean,
I get tenured?
you've got the chili on Rate My Professor. I mean, the thing is, you know Professor Blankenship.
Yes.
Apparently he's written some theses on you, and they don't look good. There are 3 scrolls, and I don't know, man.
I haven't heard the third one.
Yeah, so here, I have them all right here.
Oh.
Here's the first.
Right.
Yeah, you just sort of like twist it,
Twist
and then it sort of comes off that side.
Okay.
Let it be known that this kid is real dumb.
It was straightforward, and
I was familiar with the first 2.
yeah, so he really.
The second
Here's
one,
the second one.
is that this kid is so dumb that he probably peaked when he was like 12.
I was 14 when I peaked, and I can prove it. I got pictures
You got pictures?
and a video.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you provide video, then maybe I could discount some of this, but this guy, he's got a reputation.
I'm not dumb. I was on the precipice of proving his major paper was just founded on bullcrap.
The third thesis,
Let me just show you this.
which I am writing to you here, my audience, is that kid I wrote my first 2 theses about. Doesn't even know it yet. But his mother was a penguin. Yeah, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've seen a lot of penguins. I devoted my whole career to studying them. And that's how I found
I'm
out.
sorry, I know this is not how you should have found out about this, but
So
I mean,
there.
this guy knows penguins, so yeah. I'm sorry, man. Do you want some tissues? Yeah.
Does this mean I'm turning into a penguin? Or does
Well-
it just mean that I have penguin in my blood?
Yes, you're gonna start turning it. The way that it works is when a female penguin gives birth to a human, they're basically human until about age 20. I mean, this is according to Mr. Blankenship.
Sure, that all the way through.
Yeah. And then basically you go through like penguin puberty. You develop like a skin onesie, and then from there. Wow. Our first dance. And our first dance.
I knew this day would happen. Is my hand okay, or
I think it's in the right place.
is which one?
Both of them?
Okay.
Attaboy, son.
Mom.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not embarrassed. This is gonna be proof one day that I am not just an average 13-year-old peeker like my dad. God. I'm 14, okay?
Yeah. Ravi, You smell a little fishy.
Yeah, my mom always chews up meal for me and I just eat it right before everything.
You can't chew your food?
I have to swallow it whole. That's why she chews it for me.
Oh.
Doesn't everybody?
Well, yeah. Well, some people probably do. I've never heard of it, but... Say, your nose is pretty big. It's growing, isn't
That
it?
is outrageous, Sandy. I am peeking here.
I'm just telling
You can't make fun of me until I'm on my downslide.
No, I like your nose. I'm just telling you it's bigger than most boys, that's all.
As a compliment?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
I
it.
misinterpreted. That's like we're speaking different languages, different species or whatever.
No, I like all of your features.
Do the move I taught you, son.
The move?
Yeah.
Number
2.
Number 2. But there's no iceberg.
Well.
Oh boy. There's more. I read about this. I saw this on a website. This is the part where this clan tries to kill all that clan. Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't know they could unhinge their jaws like that.
It's amazing.
Oh my god. This is... We have to warn the others.
Yeah. Get your protective gear on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
SEAL Team 1 to base.
This is base.
You're not gonna believe what you're about to hear.
Talk it to me.
Okay, so apparently penguins are almost as smart as humans. They have these weird weapons. They kind of look like guns.
Yeah. They also have like axes on the ends of the guns. I think the guns might be firing the axes from the inside the guns. It's advanced technology.
Yeah. I'm afraid. Oh my god, they're looking at. They see us. Oh shit. You're gonna have to send in backup. Oh my god.
They're
headed right for us.
I'll send in SEAL Team 2.
Can you tell Barbara?
Thanks, Coffee. Right, we've come to the part of the night where it's the house team and we actually have someone who's in a onesie. So, Megan, come on over here. She's in a onesie. Oh gosh, what does your onesie do?
Oh, way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I got this at Electric Forest from a friend that I told him he liked it, and he just said, "You can have it."
Wow. I don't know, that zipper is really hard. Oh my gosh. I'm trying.
Not in my Electric Forest.
Oh no, the zipper's not working. We tried. But she actually wore a onesie. So tonight we're gonna be joined by Billy. Let's give it up for Billy.
I was really hoping to do this all in.
Oh, it's
under like in it.
That would have been cool. I like your thought. To get us started, we need a suggestion of anything at all.
Parking meter. Where'd you get
Parking meter.
Parking meter.
Parking meter.
Mad at you, Dad.
Use your words like a big pub. Alright, fine. Be a little bitch.
I'm not a little bitch.
Be a little bitch.
I'm not a little bitch. I'm a big bitch. I'm a big bad bitch. And every party meter and every bully's gonna know it. Ugh.
Alright, fine.
Ah! Hey Stan, you suck!
Dude, your phone is fucked up. You should not have Siri read your text messages out like that. And you should not have Siri sound like me, because that's fucked up. That's something that a little bitch! You're a little bitch! Dad's calling you a little bitch! I'm your dad. Bitch!
Oh, yeah?
This is your mom! Bitch!
I love you. Hey, does Siri pick up text messages from Dad? Hey Siri, tell Mom I love you.
No, don't do it, Siri. Don't do it.
Receive!
Oh, God damn it. Why doesn't my phone work that good?
You tried to kill me, but you're a little bitch!
That's not bad. I was about to get.
Woo! Oh. This axe is doing its job!
Yeah, baby, show that tree boss.
I'm gonna knock this tree down!
Yeah, please don't.
Why does it... I'm just gonna do it anyway! Ah!
Please don't do this to me.
You're cheering me on and yet I feel something holding me back!
Well, it's not me. My hands are up here.
Oh, God. Yeah, but like, what if it's a sad tree and it deserves to live?
Hey! Robbie,
Yeah,
I'm proud of you.
cool. You're proud of me, but I'm killing a thing that's alive.
Oh, you're just chopping off one of my limbs. I'm an aspen. I'm a large organism.
Okay, the aspen has an inflated sense of self, but like, I'm doing it a favor. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't want you to get caught in a fire later. This is actually an act of service. Look at that power line. I am so sorry.
Robbie,
Yeah?
I believe in you.
Wow.
I'm proud and I believe.
I'll outlast you both.
Okay, fine, take that thing down. That's too much.
Do you know about the aspen tree?
How is he still
What
alive?
is it? What? Maybe the aspen powers are coming.
Nope. That's dumb human thought. An aspen tree is actually one large organism. An aspen grove is all one organism. If you want to see the largest organism in the continental North America, you just go to an aspen grove. You dumb human. I am not an inflated self-esteem.
Shut up.
It's like popping a pimple.
Then it should feel better.
Oh, that's right. I'll heal after this.
Sorry.
Do you want in on this axing?
I don't.
Then don't.
Whoa, hey, okay,
Ask
yeah.
me anything.
Ooh, a pun. I'm in pain but having fun. Oh.
You're a sassy ass with tree now.
You mean an aspen tree?
Oh. I found my own kin. I can't kill it.
That's right, even if you wanted to.
No. Hey, that's enough, Aspen Tree. I'm having a moment with Robbie, my son.
Dad.
Okay. Dad, that's me.
Dad.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm not far away.
Well, then maybe you should put an ass pin in it.
Ooh, I like this kid.
Or go ahead and talk, Dad. You look upset. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not going to say anything now. You've
like...
said all that needs to be said, Big Talker.
Oh, really?
That's right. You're just like this asshole tree here.
You mean this aspen tree? Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Look at
You're a
it's
little
growing!
bitch! You're a little bitch!
It's growing!
Yeah!
Dad, why did you bring me to the aspen forest?
Bring it, bitch! I'm ready. I'm right here.
It's
Take me.
alive!
I served my time. I'm ready. You can't kill me.
Dad, am I supposed to save you?
Oh, get out of here, Robbie. This is my thing.
Whoa, the axe!
Don't eat your kid! Oh, Robbie, no! Listen, old fuck.
You did this.
I do this.
You did this.
It went into my helmet!
Oh my God!
Shut up, Robbie!
It's in my helmet!
Oh my God! Enough.
Will you take the axe and the helmet off me?
Whoa, that's some kind of story. Do you want to come with me to the dance or not?
Yeah, let's not tell my dad, okay?
Why? That dude seems fucking cool.
He kills trees and then gets in fights with them, and then they win.
The only thing I've ever fought is my older brother Nathan, and he wins every time.
Why do you seem so happy about losing all the time, Brad?
My dad says it's humbling because my attitude and my brain need to be humbled.
Are you just like real full of it, Brad, or like what?
I mean, I fuck, but yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to go to the dance with you.
Yeah, come on, nerd. Come on, you think you fuck? I fuck more than anybody on this block. You don't know fuck if it hit you in the head. Oh, it just did. You didn't know it.
The only thing I know right ow. The only thing I know right ow.
Yeah.
The only thing I know
Fuck's a bitch, isn't it?
Listen. What I'm about to do to you is going to hurt a lot, but not right now. In like 7 years when you're feeling insecure and you're a little overweight.
I'll never be overweight. Are you kidding me? I'll never be overweight.
Okay.
I will not.
This is your mom, bitch!
I didn't even know that your mom called you a bitch, but still.
It's your mom too, Chief.
Oh, Nathan. Oh.
The flame still burns. Back to life.
The flame is strong.
Ooh, the flame still burns.
The eternal candle.
This is some bullshit. This is some birthday bullshit that I did not ask for.
The tapestry gets lit on fire.
Celebrating your birthday isn't about you, it's about everyone else.
Clearly, you're blowing the candles out.
I just want to party.
Party away.
I know you hate your birthday, but it's a time to bring everybody together.
Where is everybody?
I know.
The
That's
smoke billows in.
I invited all your friends. And mine.
Oh, good friends.
The fire alarm is not working.
Smells like you're cooking.
Smells like me pulling my hair.
The eternal candle wins the day.
Yeah, it burns these people.
Good thing we got nothing to live for.
I thought we had our friends, but apparently we don't.
No. Let's do
A
this.
death on your birthday? I wonder what they're gonna put in your tombstone. Like,
Probably died on his birthday.
does that mean you actually made it to 45, or did they say 44?
I'm gonna go with 44 because 45 seems like a real milestone that I want to reach.
The unlit package of other candles also catches on fire.
Once more into the beach.
Do you think it'll hurt?
Oh, it's gonna be excruciating. Everything I've read about burning says it's not the way.
So it's, I see a double suicide, house burned down.
What are we thinking, arson, or did it happen on purpose? What do you think, Chief?
Ooh, what does Chief think?
What does Chief think?
Chief thinks that he wishes his wife asked him that question more often because he doesn't like salmon. Back to my case.
I feel like your silence makes me think it was an arson. What does assistant to Chief think?
What does assistant to Chief think?
That someday she wants to be Chief.
You know what? I see a glimmer in your eye. Some might call it ambition. You take the lead on this case. Chief needs to deal with some domestic issues.
Such an honor, Chief.
Did you take out the trash, boys? Honey? Honey, boy?
You called me boys.
I'm
Listen,
sorry,
go
they're
take
all
out
the same to
trash.
me.
Me and your mom need to talk about our sex life.
Okay, I'll do it.
Or what? We had a child. What more do you want?
Oh no.
Oh, you want a bone?
Oh.
Oh, are you saying like Doggy wants a bone or that I want a bone? Because was that a pun?
What does Chief want?
Chief wants to feel good about himself.
Oh, you want to feel good about yourself.
You heard that? Yeah, I'm not talking to myself at work. No one
What
fucking
does
cares.
Mrs. Chief want?
Hey, hon, you have a name in this household. Diane, what do you want?
Well, I went for the long revenge con. So when we first started dating, we first got married, and I wanted to jump on your bones.
Are you
but
monologuing or are you talking
No.
to me?
I'm not. I'm talking to you.
Mrs. Diane Chief, wow!
When we first got married, and I wanted to jump all over your bones, but no, the career was a little too important. I knew there'd come a day where we'd have a child, and then your career would mellow out, and you'd want to fuck me. And that day came today, and that's the day that I said, honey, this pussy's dried out. Now, did you take the goddamn trash out? Honey?
There's an eternal candle in the background.
Why are people buying these and selling them? Why?
Honey? Boy?
What's up, mama?
I fucked your brother to death. Or lack thereof.
The eternal candle spontaneously multiplies.
Look at that, darling. That's
I'm
love.
having a moment. It's like an end of movie moment. Who's the bitch now?
Alright, and that's our show. Alright, anybody, this brings us to the part of our night where anybody who's performed, come on back up.
Sex with me.
Yeah. Playing Sex With Me is like. So before we go into Sex With Me, it's like two work boys. Do y'all have anything to pitch? Anything to like say?
work.
Just do you have anything like show us
Vince and I have something we both have jobs from like 9 to 5 at two different places.
Sometimes 9 to 6.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh wait, should I actually pitch something? I perform separate from Vince in a show called New School Legends. Well, it's called The Bar of Legends every Thursday night at 10 o'clock. Come watch us. I won't be there this Thursday, but I'll be there next Thursday because this Thursday I'm performing Teresa.
Yeah, you got a little snowball show.
And IO.
Yeah.
Those are my pitches.
Awesome.
I'll be at work, and you can find me at 351 West Hubbard, Suite 510. That's on floor 5. And I'll definitely be there after 9 and before 5.
Excellent. Thank you, Vince.
Do you have anything?
Go for it.
Yeah, go Jay. Go Jay.
Do open mic sometime. Yeah, and I have a show on September 15th at the Heartland Tap, I think, 8 p.m.
Alright, Space Pony, come on over here. Do you have anything to tell us about? What are you guys doing?
I sure don't.
Not me.
No, excellent. Alright. So that brings us to the Sex With Me is Like game. So to get us started, could we have a suggestion of anything at all?
Piano.
Piano.
Oh, Sex With Me. Okay, for those of you who don't know how to play Sex With Me is a pretty straightforward game.
We do it every week.
So for example, Sex With Me is like a piano. I tried it once in the family room, but like it didn't really work well in there. So then I tried to move it into the bedroom, but it also didn't work well. Eventually, I just gave it to my son. Like using the
Sex With Me is like a piano because it's my piano forte.
Sex With Me is like a piano because I wish I had bigger hands because that'd be better.
Sex With Me is like a piano. Not everybody's classically trained, but if you spend enough time, you can figure it out.
Sex with me is like a piano. Lots of whites, but some blacks.
Sex with me is like a piano. If you don't know how to do it, you can YouTube it.
Sex with me is like a piano. Mostly do it by myself and I make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
You got more?
No, it's gonna get
Let's get another
Sex with me is like a piano. It's like better when like everyone's drunk and there's like a lot of people around and everyone kind of gets involved. And, like, some people do it and some people don't, but like you can start and stop, you know.
Really quick, my one wasn't racist. I like everyone equally. That's the luck I get.
Can we get another suggestion?
Wait, do you have to do the full non-racist one? Sex with me is like a piano. Anyone can play it whenever they want.
What he said. I like that.
Yeah. Any other suggestion? Out there?
Ping pong paddle.
Ping pong paddle? That's
Yes.
Ping pong paddle.
Woo! Okay. Sex with me is like a ping pong paddle. I like it when a strong man holds it.
Sex with me is like a ping pong paddle. It's the ultimate weapon for basement sports.
Sex with me is like a ping pong paddle. There's gonna be some slapping of balls around.
Sex with me is like a ping pong paddle. It's involved in a Thanksgiving tradition.
Sex with me is like a ping pong battle. It's better when you learn the reverse grip.
Yeah, get a suggestion. Something else.
One more.
Or two more.
Two
Hey, that's
more.
me. You sound like
Two more.
Hammer.
Yeah.
Alright. Sex with me is like a hammer. We're both gonna get nailed.
Sex with me is like a hammer. You can find it at Lowe's, Home Depot, and most surprisingly, IKEA.
Sex with me is like a hammer. It's mainly an object for someone else to use.
Sex with me is like a hammer. You think you're an expert until you get hurt.
Sex with me is like a hammer. I'm gonna grab your wood.
Sex with me is like a hammer. On the wall, in the garage, covered in dust. Dad's there too.
That's funny.
Sex with me is like a hammer. Oh boy, I thought if you see me with it, it's too late.
Sex with me is like a hammer. There's two useful ends.
One more.
A gas station.
Nice.
Yes.
Sex with me is like a gas station. Back in like the 50s, you had to have somebody help you with it, but nowadays you just do it yourself.
Sex with me is like a hammer. It smells really foul. You know you love that smell. You're addicted to it.
That's one nasty hammer. Sex with me is like a gas station. It's like a really nice reprieve when you're driving through Mississippi.
Sex with me is like a gas station. You have 3 meal options you can take me on. Obviously, I want the most expensive.
Sex with me is like a gas station. Every time you stop, there's a Subway available. You can eat. It's not the train. It's the food. You can eat. We're gonna eat Subway after we do it.
You were at a gas station.
Yes.
Sex with me is like a gas station. Most places it's self-serve only.
Sex with me is like a gas station. You need it every month.
Sex with me is like a gas station. When prices are about to go high, everyone's lined out the door for it.
Sex with me is like a gas station. How often do you use your car that you only need gas once a month?
I've had a car in years.
I have a Prius.
Sex is like a gas station. Everyone tries to cram in when there's a natural disaster.
Yeah.
Sex with me is like a gas station. You don't get to come here that much if you drive a Prius.
Sex with me is like a gas station. No cell phones allowed, because it might explode.
What?
Seriously, if you look at every okay, everybody.
Hey guys, this is really important. There's a PSA right now.
This is now. If you've noticed, actually, but if you've noticed, no, dude, they have it on every single one of them. On every single gas pump, there is a no cell phone sign.
You know what else they don't allow? Eternal candles.
Sex with Vince is like a gas station. There's like a lot of mythology and confusion.
It's time for our photo.
Oh, you guys didn't bring those.
Magic Man. Magic Man.